So now I've kind of skipped forward and logged into my own personal Google Classroom account. I can go ahead and click on any of my subjects. This is a health class. So it's really cool because this is an example of an assignment that I posted for my students. So it's how media influences our food choices. And I've asked them to create a Google slide presentation with how media influences our food choices, and they had to use commercials, which they would embed from YouTube, and examples, and basically create a presentation on that. So, what Google Classroom does is it shows me how many people have turned it in, how many I've graded, and how many people have still not completed it. So, I kind of am able to tell which student handed it in on time, which student handed it in late, which student hasn't handed it in at all. And I'm able to assign the grades and then flip it back to them. If you have the parents logged in to the account and signed up with their email, their child's grades will actually be forwarded to their email and they will be able to see it and check off that they have seen it. So, kind of like a virtual signature instead of sending a rubric home. Now, before you do that, I would check with the school board that you work for because I know there are some policies put in place for certain school boards that do not allow for parents to be assigned to Google Classrooms. But it is a really cool feature if your school board approves of it. Something that I really like about this is that it kind of keeps you very organized. I know that when you teach subjects either on Rotary or in a grade 7 or 8 classroom or any classroom for that mean, you're teaching a lot of them. And students are handing in a lot of assignments, students are completing a lot of tests, and sometimes it's easy to kind of lose track of who has handed it in, who hasn't handed it in. And unfortunately, sometimes you have those situations of, oh, yes, I did hand it in, but you didn't get it, or you might have lost it. And then you're kind of looking around for it without being able to find it. When you do it virtually, you see the exact time and day each student has handed it in. And really, there's no excuses. Even if they're away that day, they're still able to hand it in from home and they can't miss the deadline. And if they've missed the assignment as it was assigned in school, they can tune in and kind of read up about it, read the rubric, and watch the different examples that I have posted on commercials or whatever it is that you want to post.